In this episode, I returned to my cabin to find that several feet of fresh and heavy snow had fallen while I was down in Arizona. With my family set to arrive the following day, I had a lot to do and little time to do it. Me and Norman just got back out to the cabin after a visit down to Arizona for a while, and it has snowed a ton since we were here. So luckily I just got my snow machine out of the shop, so we're going to get unloaded, pack a trail up to the cabin, and start dragging some stuff up there. I also broke down and bought myself a roof rake. Got it used for 20 bucks. Go back and forth and pack down a good trail. Oh man, there's a ton of snow out here. That's a lot of weight up there on that little roof. If you guys saw my last video, you know I had all this completely shoveled out, cleared out. I was even able to drive my truck up here. Okay. Birch bark. So many comments on the last video about noticing that I had a propane heater but not using it. And I tried to use it, but when propane is at negative 40 or negative 30 or whatever it was out here, it really doesn't work very good. Anyone who's tried to use like propane bottles like this when it's really, really cold, they just don't work for some reason. I did a quick Google search to confirm that propane will not vaporize after it reaches minus 44 degrees Fahrenheit. It's at this point that basically it just stays a liquid even when it's released from the tank. But even before it reaches minus 44 Fahrenheit, you can start to lose a lot of pressure from the tank just from the liquid contracting in there. And it's because of this that I have my oven and cooktop hooked up to a separate propane bottle that stays inside the cabin. So as the cabin warms up with the wood stove, so does the propane inside, allowing me to cook. But anyway, that's why I have a wood stove. It never fails. All right, cabin's warming up, so I'm gonna get out my tow sled and get unloaded. I put in a loop down in the pond so that way I can turn around. Tow hitch is frozen. That's not good. There. I think it's rusty actually. Did a pretty major resupply run this time around, so I got lots of stuff. So I just want to give a huge shout out to my friend Mason, who sent me this cool light that hooks up to a DeWalt battery. It's like a work light. This thing is intense, man. He had it sent to me for my birthday. Anyway, buddy, appreciate you. So the cabin is completely off the utilities grid. And to power the cabin, I use these EcoFlow power stations, and I charge them up with my generator. And yeah, they're awesome. They're super quiet. There we go. Most winters, the snow on my roof will shed naturally just because it's a steep metal roof. But some years the snow falls in such a way that it just doesn't. It sort of glues to the roof. And when that happens, I start to get pretty nervous about the integrity of my porch. Because as many of you know, I basically had no idea what I was doing when I built it. And I'm afraid that the connecting points between the trusses and the roof rafters of the porch aren't strong enough to hold such a heavy snow load. So I decided it was time to get the roof rake out and see if I could get some of the weight off. Well, I'm pretty nervous about doing this. If I'm messing with it and I get the snow to all start sloughing off at once, I'm not sure what's going to happen with this pole. I'm afraid it's just going to like shoot back at me or bend or have the entire roof come down and hit me if I'm not far enough away. But I'm going to give it a try. So here we go. Down to some of that ice layer that's holding it on. If I can break enough of it free, we might get an avalanche and have it all come down and hopefully not hit me. But I can't really stand much farther away than this. Using a rope is a really common way to get the snow off your roof. Basically, if you can get a rope up to the top of it and just cut it underneath all of the snow, it creates a huge avalanche and it'll slide off really easily. But I've tried that before and it's a lot harder than it looks. It takes multiple people on really tall ladders and some way to like throw the rope up and over, and it's a whole thing. It's very involved and it's difficult to do. And last time I tried it, I accidentally had the rope stuck on the chimney and didn't realize that we were pulling and pulling, and we actually broke the chimney off in the middle of the winter and had to get up there with a rope and a harness while I fixed the chimney at least good enough to get the heat going again. It's a great idea, but in reality, it's tough. I don't know. So I think I got about as much of the snow off of the porch roof as I can with the roof rake. And even though it's not all gone, there's definitely significantly less snow on there than there was, which means less load, less likely to collapse. The main roof I'm not too worried about because those are engineered trusses and they're designed to hold an intense amount of snow and load. So the other thing to consider is that when the cabin gets really warm tonight, there's a chance that I could get enough heat in the roof that it might start to melt the bottom layer of the snow, since the snow is going to insulate so well above it. I think there's a chance that all of it will just shed, like in the middle of the night or something when it's nice and warm. But either way, I've done all I can do. Like I said, I've got hundreds and hundreds of pounds off of the roof. Feels good to have it at least a little lighter. Go ahead. I want to give you guys an update on Norm. I know so many of you care so deeply about him, and it means the world to me to know that he has such an impact on so many people's lives because he's such a sweet animal. And he went to the vet the other day just for a checkup, and he needs to get his teeth cleaned. We brush his teeth and try to take care of him best we can, but he's just got bad teeth genetically. He is 9 years old, so we had a full blood work scan done, and I'm really happy to report that he has awesome levels across the board. They did find a little lump on him that they're a little bit worried about, so they're gonna take a look at that when they do his teeth. So anyway, just wanted to give you guys the update on Norm. He's healthy and we're taking good care of him. And I just want to tell you guys how much I appreciate what Norman means to all of you. So that's what's happening. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy boy. Good boy. socks are soaked. I got so much snow in my boots. So these are Sorel brand slippers. People ask about them all the time, and they're super cozy. There's a lot of people food that isn't good for dogs, like garlic and onions. But I make sure all the seasoning is off of these pieces, and then I can share a little with Norman that way. And then when the skin cools down, I'll give him all of the salmon skin in his bowl. It's good for his coat and good for his attitude. Huh, buddy? All right, 68 degrees in the cabin, 19 outside. I'm getting warm and cozy and sleepy because it's 9 o'clock. I gotta go out and shovel that pathway to the outhouse before I go to bed. So as much as I don't want to, I'm gonna suit up, head out there and get some work done. So let's go. I'm gonna try out this light that my buddy got me. Oh yeah, check that out. That's legit. Woo! There's a weird crust layer in the snow. Somewhere in there's like an icy layer where it must have rained or got warmed up. Kind of break it down. So even with all this snow, even if I weren't to shovel, the door still opens. That's why I built this overhang here and a porch, for that exact reason. But my old outhouse, you'd have to dig like a set of stairs down into it, dig out a whole area for the door to open. And it was all the way on the other side of the property because it stunk. But with this vent pipe, this thing doesn't stink at all. In fact, you go in there and it just smells like fresh cedar. It's like a sauna, but for doing your business. Okay. Oh, I got to fill up my water pot. This is a dry cabin, which means it has no plumbing, no running water. But what I do for hot running water is I just use this thing called a hot pot, which is just a steel pot with a spigot. And I fill it up with snow, put it on the wood stove, and then it melts down and turns into hot water. Put it above my sink. Gravity does the rest, and I've got hot running water. Boy, this light is awesome. I wish I could tell you what it is, but it literally has no make, model, or brand name on it at all. It's just a LED light. But anyway, appreciate it. Thanks again, Mason. You're a good dude. Don't worry, I got long johns on. Good boy, Norm. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm gonna get some coffee going and get to work. I'm gonna make a big breakfast today because I gotta shovel the sauna roof and then get all the snow off of the bunkhouse roof, pack out all my trails, and then I'm even gonna put in a trail around the pond for the girls to go play on with their skis. And yeah, so that's the plan for today. So one thing I don't think I've ever talked about on my channel is my little pot hanging rack that I made quite a few years ago. Just hooks and like a piece of hickory. I think it costs maybe $5 to make total, and it works pretty good. So I use these battery-powered refrigerators. This is the EcoFlow Glacier, and it works awesome. Just keeps a good charge for 3 or 4 days. Alright, well I switched over to my waterproof snow bibs for today since definitely going to be getting down and dirty with the snow, and it's warm outside. When it's really cold, the snow doesn't melt to your Carhartts as much, but when it's warm like this, you just get really wet. So I'm switching over to these. These snow pants have these built-in gaiters on them, so I can pull them down over my boots and keep the snow out of my boots pretty well. Alright, first things first, I'm going to get some trails packed down around the pond so they start to set up for the afternoon, and then we're going to get to shoveling. Woo! Yeah, baby! Hey, Norm. It's been too long since I got to do that. Alright, well, enough goofing around. It's time to get to work. I know, Norman. So up until this point this winter, I've just been shoveling out the paths to the different outbuildings because the snow is so light and fluffy. It wouldn't pack down if you walked on it with snowshoes. But now it's got good moisture content and it's nice and deep, so shoveling it would be insane. A snowblower would probably be the best method for this stuff, but I don't know, I just never got one. I've kind of enjoyed the exercise from shoveling. I might get one next year. I don't know. I've been thinking more about it. But anyway, it's pretty easy just to put on your snowshoes, and I'm just gonna walk these paths a few times. You can kind of see the tracings from where I've been digging out the path. So I'll follow those a few times and it should pack down pretty good. I know he may not look like it, but Norman is actually 70% husky, and on a warm winter day like today, he doesn't need a coat or booties to be comfortable at all. In fact, he would be very upset with me if I tried to dress him up in this warm of temperature. As you guys can see, this trail's already been used a little bit, and those are moose tracks. Norm's helping me pack down the trails with his skinny little paws. So I'm going to make this trail a double wide since I used my tow sled to haul firewood. And just like that, we got a nice packed double wide trail. It's so easy. Honestly, it'd probably be harder to snow blow all this than it is just walk back and forth a few times. And the nice thing is today it's supposed to get up to 31 degrees. That's gonna really make these trails pack down firm when it gets cold again tonight. Get warm, pack them down, and then by tomorrow morning, you'll be able to walk these trails with slippers and not get snow in your shoes. So, I don't know, that's just the way I do it out here. All right, gotta put one into the shed real quick. So there's my old outhouse, and as you can see, it has no overhang in the front, so all that snow piles up in the front, and it's really hard to open the door. So that's why I started building everything with nice overhangs in the front. This is one of the early things I built, and it doesn't have it has a little overhang, but it's really steep, and it doesn't do much to keep the snow off the front. So we gotta shovel this, because otherwise, if you go to open this door, it's just gonna hit all this snow, get all jammed up. So we're gonna shovel this out, and one day, we'll build a new shed with a proper overhang. Okay. There we go. So this is my bunkhouse cabin. I built it a couple years ago so that guests could stay out there. And the roof on it is a 512 pitch, which my main cabin is an 812 pitch. So that means it's a lot less steep than the main cabin, which means that it's really unlikely to shed. So I'm gonna use the roof rake on this one though, because I think I can get most of the snow off with it. Okay. Got to keep that side area packed down so I can access the propane tank and the vent, just in case it gets clogged. We're ready for some lunch. All right, well, I just got word that the wife and baby are back and they're gonna start heading out this direction. So I'm gonna start getting the bunkhouse warmed up. We do all sorts of fun stuff out here, family time. We like to play with the baby and she takes naps out here and it's just a cool place to hang out. So let's start getting it warmed up. So this is like a 10,000 BTU propane heater. It's an Empire brand. And what's cool about it is that it doesn't require electricity to run. So even if the power was to shut off in the middle of the night, the heat will stay on in here. So, excuse me, Norman. The only thing is it's a very slow heat, so it takes a while for it to warm up in here. But as long as you start it a while before you need to use it, it's no big deal. Hi, Norman. And once it's warm in here, it does a really good job of maintaining the heat. Okay, Norm. I gotta click this light on. Excuse me, Norm. Okay. There we go. And again, this is a vented propane furnace, so it's totally safe for indoor use, totally dry heat. You don't get any burn off or moisture coming in the cabin from it. Yeah, this is what it looks like in here. I built these log bunks and I got a little table and kind of an Airbnb setup for guests. They can do coffee and oatmeal and Nutri-Grain bars and stuff like that. Little couch. This actually is a futon, so it turns into yet another bed, so you can sleep like 1, 2, 3, 4 people in here. Nice small easy cabin, something I could do pretty much by myself, with the help of a few friends. We have our little baby monitor camera set up in here so we can watch what's going on and check the temperature and hear what's happening. That's the bunkhouse. Oh man, fire died out. All right, well, the girls just showed up. Just gonna come down and help them get unloaded.
Big step, kiddo. You. You can't go up the stairs, kid.
Do you want to put that in the fire? You gotta throw it over there.
Mama,
I'm making tea for Mama.
watch Dada. He's gonna dump all that snow.
Look at this bowl of snow, kid. Hot water, that's right. So you guys were wondering why the loft looks like this. This is all baby proofed. We have clear plastic on there, and then a gate, and then some cardboard because we ran out of plastic, and then piled some stuff up there. So Louisa figured this out because she kept trying to climb up the stairs. So she hooked up this piece of plastic that we just roll over and hook up right there. And she can't get up, no matter how hard she tries. Good morning. Minor hiccups in the sleep schedule adjusting, but we're up and at 'em now, and I got coffee going. And I think my friend Steve and his wife are going to come out to the cabin today and help me get some of the snow off the roof and spend some time hanging out.
Other foot. Other foot. Good job.
You got to put the other one on.
Good job, girly. Push, push, push. Yeah. You got it. It's okay. Sport mode's a little hard. There you go.
Be right there, girl. I'm making breakfast. Can you say oatmeal?
Oatmeal.
Oh.
Oatmeal my.
Oatmeal my. Coffee?
Tea.
Tea? Good job. You guys all done with your oatmeal?
Yep, we're done.
All right, guys. Well, my good friend Steve and his wife Tess just got out to the cabin. They're visiting today. They just had a new baby who they brought with them, and it's so awesome to meet them, and I'm so happy for them being parents. But not only that, Steve is literally a professional snow removal guy. He does driveways and roofs for folks, and he brought his climbing gear with him, so he's going to be able to get up on the roof safely and help me figure out how to get this snow off. What a beautiful day. So the ladder's frozen together, so we're trying to get it unstuck. There we go. All right, do one more notch. All right, so he's taking the rope and gonna tie it off to this tree over here, so that way he can anchor himself in. All right, question for you.
Yeah.
Do we want to try the rope removal method? Since you're going to be up there, I've got a cord. We could try to cut it down the middle.
We could try it. We can definitely give it a shot. If it doesn't work, it's not going to hurt.
Yep.
Just not try it.
Cool, I'll go to the shed and get the rope. All right, here goes nothing.
cutting it.
Yep, cutting it.
Oh, that didn't work.
All right, well, we cut all the way down to the metal roof and cut all the way down from just below the chimney, so I didn't make the same mistake twice, all the way down. So it's completely cut free from basically the top all the way to the bottom, and still no shed. So clearly the rope method isn't just a magic bullet. So he's gonna take his snow pusher up there and just start pushing snow. He will be roped in, so if it does shed, he should be all right. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep working at it.
I was kind of hoping once I got the bottom done, the top would just come down. But...
Well, the baby woke up from her nap, so I'm gonna go get her. Okay, one side down. All right, so he's gonna start on the other side of the roof, which means that he has to tie off on this side, so that way he doesn't fall off the opposite side, because that rope doesn't do you any good as soon as you cross the crest of the ridge.
Okay, go ahead. That's better.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Woo!
All right.
Nice chunk there.
Dang it, we went too high.
We came out shallow. We didn't go deep enough. Dang it. We thought the rope was cut all the way down to the surface of the roof, but turns out that it was just kind of arced. And so we were just cutting through like the top layers of it and then down on the edges of either side. So we weren't even cutting off the bottom. So we're gonna try one more time.
Come on. You son of a gun.
Well, there you have it. We roof raked, we cut it with a rope, we added rain on it, we had heat go up through it. It ain't coming off without a shovel. I say we call it good right here, especially since we've messed with it so much. My guess is it's gonna slough off on its own, probably by next week. Yeah. And again, this side of the roof is really strong.
Yeah, I think that'll slide off once we get warmer temps.
Yep. Okay, good enough. I got a lot more shoveling to do. We got to do the other side where the outhouse path is. Then I got to get up on the sauna, knock that out, and then we're done. So I don't remember exactly what pitch this roof is when I built it. I'm going to guess like a 3 pitch. So it's pretty flat. Should be fine to walk on, no problem. Probably start going off the front of the roof.
Totally. But I always pitch it to the closest side, so you can like pick it up, lean it back, and slide it sideways if you want.
You guys can tell the difference between a professional like Steve and me. He makes it look easy. It's just a beautiful night. I can't get over it. And a nice view from up here on the roof. Makes the work that much easier. But I got Steve up here running the camera for me right now. So now it's really important I don't knock the ladder down. Otherwise, we're jumping. So remember guys, this is January right now. We're not even close to done with winter. And this has been a relatively low snow year. It could easily snow this much more again or more. So this is really important getting this all off. We might have to do it again this year, but hopefully this will do the trick. Get a nice reset. Try not to break Steve's shovel. Okay. Easy. Well, I think it's time for some dinner.
Compared to when we got here.
Yep.
Man, I'm soaked. My socks are soaked. My long johns are soaked.
From sweating?
No, from I didn't have my tall boots on, and I was just wading through deep snow without snowshoes on up on that roof, and they just was piling in. Peace and quiet's a thing of the past.
Yeah, I feel like
That is Mama's. Can you rinse it for me? That's the world you're living in. Oh yeah, decorating the tree.
I've had a lot of you Italians in the comment section give me a hard time for breaking pasta before it goes in the pot, but you gotta remember I got small pots. I don't know if I can fit this in here, so. Oops. Noodle down.
Go get the
Go get the noodles.
Over here, help me.
I know, so we're doing a great job. You gonna get that noodle? You gonna sweep up that noodle?
Yeah, I'll be alright.
This is really good.
What? Yeah, that's a lot of butter. Like, I never
As
eat
if you
that.
don't put that much on a cracker and eat it.
A for effort.
You're doing great. What do you want to have this?
Gotta love being a father.
Okay.
Little guy.
That's our cue leave.
Okay. All right, drive safe. Good to see you guys. Bye-bye.
Remember those days.
All All right, well, Steve and Tess just started their long drive back home, and I went to fire up the generator to charge up the power station before bed, and it kicked off and the oil light turned on. So for some reason, the generator is low on oil, and it's dark and late, but got to get it fixed. So we're going to head out to the shed and see if we have some oil for it. My shed is a total mess right now, so excuse the mess, but just need a screwdriver and some oil, which, oh, there it is right there. So typically if this happened, I would just do a full oil change, empty everything out and put fresh oil in there, but I'm just gonna top it off. Oil cap is on too tight, so the back's coming off. Okay. Okay. All right. Norm came out and helped me. Oh, I'm tired out, man. Just so grateful to have a good buddy like Steve to come out and help me with the roofs. I feel 110% better about everything. And Steve helped me build this cabin, and he helped me build the sauna, and he helped me build my outhouse. And me and him have been through countless adventures and good times and bad times. And it's just bizarre to be sitting in this cabin with his family and my family. 10 years ago when we were building this thing, that was not the image we had in our head. We were always kind of fantasizing about, oh, one day this is going to be a cabin and we're going to be sitting there waiting for the snow machines to warm up while we're drinking coffee to get out and go hang out in the snow and have fun. But to sit here at this table and enjoy a meal with our respective families was just really special, and I'm really thankful for them and really happy for them with their new family. If you guys haven't already seen Steve and Tess's YouTube channel, it's called Home Sweet Home Alaska. They've been building their own cabin up north for the last couple years, and it's a really beautiful place. Also, quick reminder that all the music in my videos is original music. It's written by me and my friend Forrest Wilson, and we recorded out here at the cabin, and I've got it for sale on my website at alaskacabinadventures.com. You can download the albums. We've got soundtrack albums and a Christmas album. I've also got merchandise like this cool t-shirt that you can't really see, and all the designs are done by Louisa, and I even have a virtual tip jar on there if anyone's feeling generous. Sometimes it's overwhelming the amount of gratitude that I feel for all you guys watching the videos and supporting us for what we're doing. So anyway, that's what I got to say.
I'd love to beat you at cards.
Well, agree to disagree on that particular topic.
You wouldn't love to be beat by me at cards? How about we just do? I don't have time for 7 more of your attempts.
I don't have any time for 7 more of your comments. You got it too. Spoiler, I don't actually. Hey, we never made a deal. We never made a deal.
You could show Dada your shoes.
Wow, nice shoes, kid. You got them on the wrong foot though. Well, the temperature decided to drop this morning. It's down to 1 degree Fahrenheit.
Have it.
You want to stir? Yeah, you stir.
Open.
Good job.
Yay.
I can't believe it was 1 degree.
It was like 30 something yesterday.
Yeah, so warm yesterday. The last 2 days. Well, it's warmed up a little bit and the sun shines out, so we're gonna go for a family sleigh ride in the snow machine. Alright, so here's the setup. We got the girls in the sled, Norm's gonna run along, and I'll be driving the machine. Hey, Baba. Yeah, we were driving. Meeting up with Uncle Timmy here. A little cabin on skis.
Yeah.
You camped out here last night, right?
Yeah, man, it was cozy.
Yeah? Wood stove or did you use a diesel heater?
No, I did wood stove all night.
Nice.
And then yeah, diesel heater this morning. I was gonna do fire in the morning, but then I'm like, wait, I gotta take the chimney apart. So it's like a, you know.
Yeah, then you don't want it to be hot, right?
Yep.
Are these extra gas for the sled or are those?
It is.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, so you can go deep and.
Well, it looks like Tim's snow machine cabin has frozen into the snow and ice last night. Do you want to try to rock it back and forth by hand first, see if we can just break it loose?
We can try. I mean, that'd be the easiest thing, obviously.
Yeah. I'm sure most of you are familiar with Tim and his YouTube channel, Truckhouse Life. But just in case you're not, be sure to go over and check it out. He's going to be airing the footage from this adventure on his own channel in a couple of days here, so be on the lookout for that. Well, the girls are taking a nap in the bunkhouse, so I thought I'd come out and restock the wood supply. It's a chore I like to do while they're napping because I like to leave the door open and they don't like it because they get cold. Alright, let's chop some kindling and we're good to go. This kindling splitter is just so much safer than how I used to do it. I used to just hold it and hit it with an axe, but this is just so much safer. I'm not worrying about chopping off my finger. I absolutely love this thing. Okay, and just like that, we got a full bucket of kindling. Alright guys, well, I just got a notification on my camera that my SD card is about full, so it's time to wrap this episode up. Don't forget to check out my website at alaskacabinadventures.com, and also make sure to check out Steve and Tess's channel at Home Sweet Home Alaska. I'll catch you guys on the next episode of Alaska Cabin Adventures.